Thank you. Thank you. Welcome to this very special event. It's part of our celebration for our 25th anniversary. I was trying to think about how to describe this event, the way I understand. It was a great idea that our library staff and, led by Diana, came up with this idea. When I came to it, I think what it means is, in the short 25 years that we have accomplished a lot. We're not finished the job, obviously. So for 25 years, for the anniversary, for the celebration, it's a time to reflect, but also a time to go forward. If you look at our logo there, right? Innovating today and imagining tomorrow. That's sort of the idea. So in a way, we're trying to, this exhibition, to me, is condensing our 25 years of accomplishment. Only a glimpse, to give a glimpse of some of that. And the emphasis is on how what we do has transformed lives. I think that's, the university is a very complex organization. We do many things, but at some very basic level, we only do two things, right? We do education, we educate students, hopefully they will change the world, and we produce knowledge, scholarship. Those are the two things. But of course, in reality, it's much more complicated than that. So if only, student goes out the door and, papers go out the door and we stop there, then frankly, we would not have accomplished our main mission. And so I think my understanding, if you look at the results here, there's like over 53 in particular, sort of what we consider collectively important ideas, accomplishment, projects that has been performed here at HKUST that really we are proud of, that has either have already transformed lives or has the potential to further transform lives. So if I remember when I first heard about this, I asked, how do we decide on which project to include? Now I'm sure if I ask the staff who are involved in this, probably we can have twice as many, 3 times as many projects that we could include. But I think in this case, I hope everybody understands. It's not just a collection. It's done with conviction. These projects are supposed to be representative. I understand there are 6 categories, right? From communication to material to sustainability to transforming society. So I think it's trying to give a glimpse to both internal people and also to visitors. This is a very high traffic area, a lot of people coming through, to look at these vignettes and sort of get a glimpse of what HKUST is about and how far we have come, and also potentially how far we could go in the future. So I think that's sort of the idea. So I really applaud all the staff who have put their effort in producing this show. This looks very classy. Okay. How long would this stay? Well, okay, that's exactly. I don't want it to be just a week, okay? So I will have to schedule a time to come and look at these things. So anyway, I want to thank you. Thank all the staff who have put together this thing. But of course, thank all of you for coming. But most importantly, for our people here at the community who have actually behind the exhibition here. And I hope they will inspire us to continue to do this so that in another 25 years, when we do this again, we will have even more of this accomplishment. They will be even more proud of. Thank you very much. Enjoy the show.
Thank you, President. Now, I would like to invite Ms. Diana Chen, University Librarian of HKUST, to give her remarks. Ms. Chen, please.
Thank you. I'm much shorter. Professor Chen, distinguished guests, dear colleagues and students, since last July, the library has already organized 6 exhibitions. And this one is by far the most challenging one. Well, you will know why in a moment, because I'm going to share with you on making of an exhibition. The library has a role to collect and preserve university records that have permanent value. and to provide access to materials relating to the university's impact on the society. In 2011, the library has used our university records to organize an exhibition, the 20th anniversary exhibition. You know which one, right? And we still have the slideshow on campus, it's around the campus. We use that exhibition, to show the university's major events, developments, and some of their accomplishments. And because this is the 25th anniversary, so we like to capture and also to highlight the university's innovations, breakthroughs in the past 25 years, especially in teaching, learning, and research that have transformed people's lives. So how did we do it? First of all, we formed a small group of 6 staff who spent a lot of time scanning through and browsing through the universities and schools' annual reports, newsletters, press releases, and websites. We have identified a list of over 400, not only 53, but over 400 projects which are innovative and impactful. Then we have to make our selection based on some criteria. So from the perspective of an exhibition, we have to ask ourselves some questions. Now, when we put this project in our exhibition, will the general public find interest in this project? Is it easy to understand? Is the project being reported in news locally and overseas? Is it reported repeatedly? Is the research well cited in Web of Science and Scopus? Do we cover a diversity of topics, both in terms of the learning experience as well as in the research project? So, and also the other thing is, are we able to find multimedia and image in order for visual presentation? So at the end, we come up with a list, with a tentative list. Then by partnering with the 4 schools from day one, we are able to seek their advice, their feedback, and also come up with some new suggestions. The school representative also help us to contact the faculty to look at the description of the project, because we need to shorten the project and make it more concise. Then they also help us to collect multimedia items and display objects. And for those items without multimedia content, they help us to shoot videos on the innovation. So if you look around and then you see, because of the space of this gallery, we're only able to showcase 53 projects in 6 themes. They are covered on how we build a rich learning experience for our students, how we apply our discoveries in several research areas, including communications, life sciences, materials, energy, and environment, and how we nurture business leaders and social leaders, and how we foster creativity in music, culture, and arts. Now, many of these research results have actually been applied in our daily lives. For example, the OLED technology in smartphones, the use of AIE, aggregated AIE, induced emission, used in material imaging. The smart coating that killed 99.9% of bacteria in 1 minute. And of course, the breakthrough in the study, in the research of protein, cells, and genes that led to the many discovery work in the treatment of Alzheimer's disease, some neurodevelopmental disorder, blindness, and deafness, and also other disease. So if you look around again, and then you see there are more than 100 photos and 35 videos together with 10 display objects. And these display objects include robots behind me, a newly released DJI drone, the Phantom 4, and also some interactive and 3D models. Now, all the text content as well as the multimedia contents are captured in our exhibition websites. And at this point, I would also like to take this opportunity to thank our researchers who spend a lot of time doing innovative research that benefit the society. I'd like to thank the 4 schools for your enthusiastic support. I'd like to thank PTC for their expertise in design works and also video production and editing. And last but not the least, I'd like to thank our staff, the library staff, who put in a lot of time in preparing for this exhibition, selecting material, classifying material, editorial work in the project description as well as the translation. This exhibition is truly a demonstration of HKUST's can-do spirit and one HKUST motto. So I hope you will enjoy our exhibit. Thank you very much for coming.